The handshake, and off we go. Sebastian and Reece. Seb starts with a 5-3. 2-1 from Reece, usual play. 2 down and slots the 5 points. 2-1, splits the back checker and down.
Yeah, it gives him a double shot at the slotted man if it doesn't get covered.
6-5 to Reece. Seb rolls 6-5, makes the
nice anchor on the bar. Yeah.
bar point. Double one. Other he plays 6-4 twice. Waits for a shot. Sebastian plays 5-2, 2 down, nothing special. Reece plays 6-1, has to play, can play 24-18 to maintain contact, which he does. No, he doesn't. He
The deep split.
24-23, and the last 6 could be 17-15. Seb rolls 5-4. Not an easy play. He has to come off the bar point, which would work very well if he's missed.
Yeah, that play was tempting me then.
I can't see many alternatives here. Reece now 5-3 misses. Reece should play.
Has he got to step up to the 5 now?
I don't know.
Steps up to the 4.
Down and splits his back men, try and maintain contact. Although staying back will produce more shots. Seb now has to clear the 14 point before he can double, and he does that to the 8 points. I think being outboarded, he should still play safe.
You keep a spare on the mid. Yeah, I like that one.
He plays.
No, he decided not to get the spare on the mid. He's racing.
Reece plays 4-6. I presume he makes a 2 point and goes to the 4 point.
There's not enough structure here for a cube for Seb, is there, Nick?
No, the cue's far too early. There's too many gaps there. And the race is too close to a double for Seb. But Reece is still thinking about it.
Yes, he can run, can't he? Yeah.
He runs 22, 21 to the 11 point. No, goes back. Excuse me. Goes back to 8-2, 8-4. Try and maintain contact. Seb roll 3-3, which is a good number. Make the 5 point and 2 down to make the blocking 10 points. 6-1 to Reece. He plays 13.
I think we'll see the cube here, Nick.
13-7. 8-7. Seb has lots of threats here. Racing, position and threats.
There you go.
He doubled and Reece drops straight away.
I'll back away for the next pair comes in.
Playing up past 2. Again, Seb rolls 5-3 opening. Reece replies with 6-1, makes the 7 point. 5-2 to Seb. Reece rolls 5-1. Definitely spits to the back and plays 13-8. Double 6 to Seb, who pounds away. And he could double hit, but he plays for position.
I had a double hit there, but I'm only an intermediate. What do I know?
Seb should know what he's doing. Reece rolls 6-3 in fans, and I think Seb should double this because he's got lots of gamma threats. 13 in the zone is either the men. Puts Reece under pressure now. It's probably a take. I mean, it's still early in the game, but Reece thinks about it. You know, if Reece anchors up or gets a shot back, he'll be in the game to the end. With a 4-point or 5-point open, there's still a long way to go in this game. Then again, Seb does win a lot of gamblers if it goes right, so it's a tough one. Maybe toss a coin, I don't know. Obviously, we're thinking very hard about it.
I think very hard, Nick, and I'd pass.
Art wants to pass this. Obviously, a good double. In terms of time management, I mean, I won't spend this time, in the first couple of games on this because I will save my time for later on when it's more crucial. I think if it's borderline at the start, don't waste time over this. Don't waste clock time. It's been 2 minutes so far, so. And Jeff Hall joins the party.
Hi.
Hi, Jeff.
This is my roommate, Reece Hodges, who's staying at my house. So
and he drops it. Sean Carnell enters the room, always full of laughs with Sean. He's known as a clown that pushes back down.
So Seb's leading, 2-0. I'm just catching up with this.
So Seb's always running. Seb always starts well in every game. That's why he's so good. And Reece rolls 4-1.
Bar point here.
He makes a bar point. Sebastian now rolls 6-1, makes the 7 point. Start the 4-point prime. Reece rolls 2-5 in the 2 and 13-8. Double 2. Seb always makes the 4 points and brings up his 2-back main. Reece has to perform now, and he rolls 6-1. He does perform. And I'll roll 24-23 to escape. 7-0 rolls 3-2. Not a good number, but he goes to his 20 point. Reece rolls double 2, which is a fantastic number.
We'll make it 5 and 4 here, I think.
We must make the. That's where men deserve to be. And 7 rolls 2-5 and hits from the bar. Reece has to perform here. So this guy Reece, Jeff, how old is he?
I think he's 23, 24.
23 is very young to be good at backgammon. How did Reece get so good at backgammon?
He plays a lot. He plays. This is the thing with the online now. You can play that many matches, and Reece is just. I mean, he's only been playing just over 2 years. So,
2 years and already in the UK team. That's very impressive.
Yeah. Now this is a tricky one here because I think he's considering. Seb's probably considering.
I make the bar point. I make a 7 point.
This is Reece, isn't
Or
it?
hits.
So you've got the hit or you've got the bar point. Yeah, this is quite tricky. The bar point does hold back.
I think Reece should hit it. I mean, if it's that hit, because otherwise, 7 roll 5 and make it an equal game.
This is quite a difficult decision.
Yeah, speaking as an intermediate, Nick, I'd hit this in a heartbeat. I don't want to be stuck in there.
But it's so good to have that 5 prime as well. So I'm leaning towards 24 to 23 to hit.
Is it Seb? Who's the vote? Is it Seb?
I'm assuming it's white. I got sidetracked with the
No, I think it's.
This is
Seb.
Seb. Okay, so it helps if we know who's on. So now Seb is possibly considering the double hit then in that case, which is to hit the 2 and the 1, or just to run out from the back.
It's even harder.
It's not an easy decision as well. Well, of course, by double hitting, he really slows now he's running out from the back, but he gives a double shot. Gives 4s and 6s now.
And Reece rolls a 6, which is perfect. Reece rolls a perfecta, hits 23,
I don't think I make the 2. No.
17, makes a bar point.
Yeah, that plays itself.
Around the corner.
Is this game over, Nick? Cube?
Reece.
No, he's still back on the 24 point. Reece can be a bit more aggressive with the cube because he's 2-0 down. I don't think he's going to be cubing this because he's stuck on that 24. And Sebastian's got the 22 point as well.
He'll get the 2 first and then think about the cube.
Yeah, I mean, he has to think, even if it came out, there's still some take value for Seb. Okay, well, there's the 2. And then I guess he'll just play safe. Don't think he'll come out and leave a double shot. I think he'll play to the 6 point. Now,
Seb like to hit on the.
yeah, oh my gosh.
Jeb rolls a good double 6.
I think it's just
and put it around the corner.
I think he'll play to the 6 and 7 and just put a little bit of pressure on that block.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's a funny one that because it was great to get his men out, but he's got a back checker trapped himself.
I think Black's game plan is to attack. Seb has to attack Reece and then worry about his last man. So Seb should get this right, I presume.
I would imagine what he's possibly considering is just playing 1 into the 4 point and leaving that back checker at the back as a stopgap, in case Reece runs out with that back checker.
Yeah, that's a good thought. So.
But there you go. That just that just puts a certain amount of pressure
on Reece.
So 5-3 is a good roll. I think Reece is looking at what he needs. 6.
Reece gets his 6. 6 was that 6-2? I can't see it. 6. 6-5.
Okay.
And Seb rolls 6-1.
Okay.
He escapes his Batman.
3, 57, 90, 99 for white.
It's a big racing lead for white here, for sure.
Yeah.
I would say about 15 pips, I reckon.
48, 74, 95, 131 for black. So it's a pass.
So Seb should count this and then pass the cube.
Yeah.
And I have to go now because I've got a match, but I'll leave it in the
Ah, well, good luck.
Jeff and I will take over.
Okay. I can take the other chair now, a little bit nearer the microphone. That was quite an interesting. It was almost a prime versus prime. The double six was actually counterproductive for Seb because it allowed him to run, but he didn't really want to because he had a back checker stuck there, and he was still behind in the race. So it was actually a sort of not as good a roll as
double
as it looked. Yeah, double it. Yeah, correct. Yeah. Okay, double three. I'm guessing he's going to step up from the back and come down. He's probably considering making the 5 point, but some of these they say that a lot of errors can be made with doubles.
Yeah. Beginners take note, don't make that bar points in a heartbeat. I
think I'd play 30 to 10, but 8 to 5 as well. It puts pressure on. Okay. It's definitely 2. Now, does he make the 2 point? Does he make the 5 point? Okay. And Seb's got a stronger board, so he's electing to attack. He's got an anchor if he gets hit.
Yeah.
So,
you think he'll cube after a dance here?
Yeah, I think it would be very. I think the reason he's hit that is because it can give you a quick cube if it goes right. Of course, it doesn't always work out that way. Okay, so 10 checkers in the zone, stepping up, but
stepping up looks risky.
That's why I was considering it. If he stays back, he doesn't want to get trapped either. But it does, with 10 in the zone, it's scary.
Was he thinking that if I step up and get hit, will I still have a take? Was that his thinking?
Possibly, or things like, if you get hit with a 6-5, then there isn't a cover there, so he doesn't get hit with perhaps every number.
Yeah.
There's some difficult decisions here.
So good Reece. It's a good match. That's as good as it gets every race. So,
Hi, Andrew.
Good afternoon.
Oh, you're not quite on.
I have a face for radio, so it's probably a good thing.
Okay, so that covers. So that's the reason why Reece was thinking of stepping up to the 21 point in his last roll, because now he's going to find himself glued to that 24 if he's not careful. And here comes the cube. Question is whether it's a take.
Sebastian cubes in, winning 2-1.
I don't think he's got the time. I think it's a drop.
Andrew's happy to the drop.
Well, White's position is very stacked on that 5 and 6 point. He hasn't got, he hasn't got much flexibility.
It's 2-1, isn't it?
I mean, you can sort of see where he is in the race, which is probably what he's doing. And he's under 123, 135, I think, for black, and 64, 80, 127 for white. So he's considering that because he's perhaps a little bit in front in the race. Maybe he can squeak a take from it. But his position is very, like Andrew said, it's very inflexible.
This was just scoreline drop.
Yeah, there was more blocks coming there, wasn't it?
2-1 to 3-1. You're not giving away. You're giving 7% away.
Yeah. 6-1, 8-1.
Always mark at the speed the top players now play at, so effortlessly.
That's a hit. Interesting.
Oh, 23, 13, 8. is my choice with
Come
5-2.
on both, but come on the
I think I
5
can.
points and move the 24 up to the 22.
Yeah, you could play even more and come on the 20 point and play 13 to 11 as well, but that might be a little bit too big.
Yeah.
When he is leading, that's what he's probably considering.
Personally, I'll do whatever Seb does.
Is that a 5-2?
Yeah, you normally can't go far wrong if you do what Seb does.
Actually, go for the safe option.
Okay, that makes the 4 point.
When he hits with a stronger board,
No.
He's thinking of a tempo play to stop Seb from developing those 10 checkers that he's got. Oh,
and it seems to have worked out. Is it a double for Reece?
It's an easy take.
He's 8 away, 6 away, so obviously going to be more aggressive. So it's a double.
They check everyone as well.
It's not stressed as well.
Only 9 men in the zone, so Reece Rose, what, 4-1? 2 on the bar.
no, we've got
Could be a
to.
market loser. Sebastian Rose 5-1, 5 fan.
It's close to a double 5 reference, and on the 5 point, this would be borderline. You know, he's got an extra checker in the zone now than he would with the standard double 5.
Looks like Reece lost his market then.
It's interesting, the 4-1 was possibly the only market loser.
A 4-1 and a fan.
Still a close match. 7 away, 6 away.
It's interesting how often on extreme, if you haven't made a single home point board, it's nearly always a draw.
Reece Rose double 4. So he plays 24, 20, and then 13, 9.
That's the bar point. It's a nice roll.
Holding game now.
Yeah.
That's a nice boring game. Who was the first big double
You can
wins this game?
Just drop it into the 3 rather than make the 2 point. And yeah, it's going to be. I mean, that's just a 6 to 3. No point slot in the bar.
So 6-4, yes.
Might make the 2 point this time.
Seb's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
He'll just point on the 3. I know, sorry, black's on. So, yeah.
Okay.
Reece now rolls 2-1. Plays quietly. Sebastian again rolls 4-1.
Not sure what that is.
Wait a minute.
3-1 it
Dice
was.
or translucent. Change this to black. Yeah.
Reece rolls 5-3.
That's not good.
Inflexible, but they play 18, 13, 6-3. Can't see anything else.
Yeah, he can't afford to leave a shot really. And he's behind in the race, so he doesn't want to run from them. So it's a very bad 3. But there wasn't a lot you could do with that roll. Okay, it's a 4 point.
Well, Reece hit him with 5-1, hit 2-1. 2-1, if he hits it, there's so many shots.
Yeah, he won't hit that from that. I mean, Reece is banking on the fact that Seb's got 2 men to clear on that 20 point. And also the midpoint, and hopefully he'll get a shot when he's built his board up a little bit better. But it's difficult to see that as well.
In different instances, you're seeing the strength of the 5 point anchor and the 7 point anchor because they're both real nuisances.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like he's got a 2-1, and Seb's trying to dangle that one hit in front of Reece again, trying to tempt him to break his the 7 point.
Is that a bit of flexibility as well? That block.
Yes, yeah.
Seb's still got less risk.
Yeah, because like you say, if he rolls a 6 after this, he's going to have to either run from the 20 or break his mid. But this gives him another option. And again, it's a calculated risk that Reece isn't going to hit with all ones. Interesting if he rolls 6-1 here.
Only 1-5 hits.
No, I wonder if he would have hit with 1-6, hit and covered. It's still got a lot of risks attached to it. Not that he rolled it, and that's that 5-3, pretty awful.
That's risk now. So having to put
4-2 looks like
4-2. 8-2.
Yeah.
And Reece now is very stripped. 4-3. They play 8-1.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see anything else.
Not really.
So now you've got to look at the race properly.
Well, he's a long way.
Seb's got to decide which ones he's running.
Yeah, he can run to the mid.
Seb rolls 5-2.
Yeah,
that's why.
especially with the double blotting board as well. He's just going to make the 1 point.
Seb making last man safe. 6-1, yes. Played 2013.
Reece has got that final holding point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's 2 point. So now Seb's going to do a count now, probably, unless he's done one already. No.
Now it's 7 points of value.
So Seb's on 93 anyway, that's easy. And
Reece rolled another 5-3. 18.
92.
18, 15, 18, 8. 13, 10, 13, 8. Oh.
Well, there's 19 pips in it before Reece.
Sebastian has got 5-1. Sebastian won't break his board. Sebastian does break his board.
Okay, that's a nice stronger board now.
She rolls 6-2. Reece rolls 5-1. Reece got the 5 point. Go for the race, go for a shot if he gets it covered. Sebastian rolls 6-1. Plays 13-6. Reece rolls double 5, as always.
Wow, that's excellent.
The first big double wins the game, possibly.
Nice, it's close.
Reece is on 64, so 64 and 26. 32. Yeah, it's not all.
Can't see an alternative.
No, it's got. But I mean, he's not going to double.
6-5.
I think he's one behind Reece now with the roll.
Benjamin's EPC now.
Actually, I'm quite happy with my eyesight conversion now. When it gets to this stage, it's quite good for positions like this.
So rolls 3-2.
Okay, so got a missing 5.5, so not good for Reece now. But he's going to take a moment and have a look. He's on 36, 43, and 27, 33, 38, 40. Actually, they're 40, 41. Well, Reece is actually behind me.
No, he is. I was saying Seb's got borderline double.
It's Reece's roller.
Reece is 43.
Reece is, oh no, Reece is
Yeah. No.
Yeah, Seb's in a better position.
I think he just wanted to get an idea of where he was before the roll. And
Six was a good number.
So, and that 5 is having that empty 5. Now it could be Seb's turn to have a look, which it is. So he's on 21, 25, 28, 33, and 18, 24, 26, 28, 31. He's 2 pips ahead, and if he uses an adjustment, he can already add 2 because he's got 2 extra checkers off. And Reece has got a gap on the 5 point. So although it's 33-31, the conversion makes it 36. So I think this is a double.
Seb's got another number of checkers as well, so he can miss it without costing a roll.
Yeah, 18, 24, 26, 28. So, I know it's 33-31, it's 33 to Seb, sorry, I think it was 31. It's getting close.
Now it's now.
Number 5 for Reece.
Now it's trouble.
So Seb is 21, 26. Seb's 26. And Reece is
It's 24.
26, 24, so not quite double yet.
Well, there's some little bit of a penalty, but probably not enough. 7 against 9 checkers, so 26.
79. I would double this.
26, 26, yeah.
So doubles this. What's the question on Reece?
So 31. So the EPC is looking at that. Is Seb would be 34 using an eyesight conversion, and Reece would be what was his initial count? 30, 12, 15, 21, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29, 30. So I think this is 30, 16, 20.
What's the raw pip count? Black is
35. 35, 34, I think. So I would say that this was.
Black's 26.
I mean, EPC, I mean.
The raw pip count. Black
The raw
26,
pip count.
Black
Yeah.
26 and whites 2, 8, 11.
Well, yeah. 23. But there's a lot of stack wastage on
That's a full roll ahead as well, isn't it?
Well, the way I convert this is the black 26, you add 5, and then you add 1 for each of the checkers on the 1, 2, 3. So that makes 34.
Yeah.
Reece is 23, add 5, 28, and then he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he's 35. Actually, you add an extra 1 because of the 1. So it's 36, 34, so it's double count.
Which takes it?
Yeah, I think we should
I would
do
have
it.
dropped that. I hope it's
And Seb runs 6-4. What's that?
4-3.
4-3.
Yeah.
Below average.
It's the 2 checkers extra.
Reece rolls
There you
double
go.
6.
Oh.
Tremendous roll. Unless Seb can perform.
Well, something like 6-5 would be fine. 5-3 is okay.
And
Reece can't double back.
No.
but Reece may miss. Seb may miss.
Yeah, that's right. But he can't double Seb because he hasn't missed yet. I mean, Seb's still favourite to win this.
Unless Seb runs a 4.
And that was with a double 6. Ooh.
And now
Ooh.
this is
Now it's really going to
interesting
think.
because Reece has 5 rolls, which gets him off. And if he misses, Sebastian has 19 rolls out of 36.
If he misses, though, it'll be recubed next.
Well, the way that Reece can win this is, like you say, it's the 5 rolls that get you off. Times.
So Reece is a favourite in the game.
Yeah, but it's odd.
He's done it in the score.
So he's got to consider whether or not he can redouble this.
This is a crucial match now decision.
Yeah, this could end the match. If Seb recubes.
No, because if Reece redoubles, Seb's not going to.
Don't you think Seb will recube?
Not with 19 numbers.
So
So Reece wins this game 5 times out of 36, and the other 31 games he wins.
Well, you want to do it that
Half.
way. You want to do 31 times 17, which is
I
quite
thought
high.
checkers on the 5 and 2 was a cube, Nick.
19.
No, 17 numbers.
19 numbers.
Black's favourite. 19
If white
numbers.
misses, yeah.
The exact number is.
The white goes out in 5 numbers.
Okay, to give a miss.
Yeah, the easiest way to do it is say what is the odds of Reece losing, which is 31 over 36 times 19. So you do 31 times 19.
So yeah, you're right.
And that's 589. So you could say that's roughly 600 over 1300, 600 over 13. It's a very comfortable take for.
Okay.
No, Seb will not cube back. That was it. You see, that was a great. I mean,
I think being down 7-6 it's a double. I think if the scores, I think if the scores were reversed, it'd be less of a double.
But it was a dead cube. So the fact is that Reece only lost about roughly 6 in 13. So that means he won 7 in 13.
Yeah.
So he got sort of
And also,
well over 50%.
Also being behind is more of a double than being ahead.
Yeah, he wouldn't have
If it'd been reverse scored, Reece would have doubled this.
Yeah, the redouble makes a huge impact when it's on the score.
Being behind, you've got to redoubles are more effective for you.
So Reece is 3 away now, so this is a very difficult position to be as well, because they're not easy positions to decide whether to double now at 3
away, 6 away.
And 6 away particularly, Seb will be looking at being quite as aggressive as he can with the cube here. He knows he can't get redoubled from Reece very easily, so he'll be looking to turn the cube at any opportunity. And that will hit on the 2 point and make it. Even if Seb dances here, I don't see Reece cubing for a while behind a 4 prime. In a money game, you might be considering it. Well, he's got a bit of flexibility with his backmen now. It puts him in a slightly better position. I guess he's in.
Reece now rolls 5-4. Not his best number because the backmen are still stuck.
Yeah, the question is, does he hit the man on the 4 point, or does he just make
13-8, 13-9?
Well, you can make the 4 prime, or you can hit on the 4 point. This is riskier, but it's got more reward. Oh, okay. That was a good shot by Seb. I know the position's turning. Reece needs to do something good here on the bar. 5-2 is.
Okay.
I can see a cube coming here. And the question is whether Reece can take that. And I don't
13 men in the zone is very strong.
I think Reece will drop this, despite the fact that Seb's got a checker on the 24 point.
Seb's 6 away, so being 5 away and 4 away, there's a big difference.
Yeah, well, that's another reason is that if Reece drops this, he only puts Seb to 5 away. I mean, it's so tempting with Seb stuck on that 24 point, but it can really go wrong.
13 men in the zone, and White's got no anchor. So
it's a powerful double. I think I would drop this.
So Seb can get Reece with his pants down, as they say, and gammon him.
I mean, you've got 16 numbers that make a point on the 4 point and 16 numbers that make a point on the 2 point.
plus,
put you in a
plus 4-1.
and then you've got a lot of numbers that just make the 4 point anyway and put you in a really powerful position. I mean, it really is difficult. Reece is considering that he is stuck on that 24. Yeah, I think that's the right decision to score.
To be back sooner.
Okay, good luck. Well, it's turning into an interesting match, and 5 away, 3 away. So Seb's winning chances or match winning chances are about 35% if you use the match equity tables. Reece starts with a powerful roll, 3-1. And that's an equally powerful reply to 3-1. Okay.
I was just thinking I'd do that.
Yeah, I mean, you're not really trying to prime the 21 point now. Does he double hit? Yeah. Again, Seb is looking for trying to get a doubled gammon ideally, which would put him to Crawford. So he'd rather play a more blot hitting type game than a simple holding game or anything. And Reece is the opposite. Reece would be happy to just pick up a point and get to 2 away.
Yeah. Simplify matters.
Yeah. We need to see, well, at least come in with both checkers. That does make the 5 point.
Yeah, or hit and make the 1.
I think the 5 point.
5 point looks nice and strong, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Your own 5 points and the opponent's 4 points.
He's looking at your play as well, though, the hit and make the 1. Because that's really what he wants to, he wants to play this sort of blitzy type game. But it's so nice to make a 5 point. It's there for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
It's a great asset to have. Okay, that hits. Reece a bit of breathing space. And that hits back. So at the moment, Reece either needs to try and get an anchor so that he can get a bit of respite from Seb's attack.
Yeah.
Seb's going to continue if he can. So the 1's easy. Where's the 3? Bit stacky. Where else do you play the 3? 13 to 10 seems a bit big. Duplicates the 1s, but you can't lose your midpoint at this point.
No, definitely.
So that was the only 3, really. Oh, I suppose you could have come out to the bar, but that was very risky as well. That's what Reece wanted. A nice advanced anchor, take the pressure off, take the attack off. So it's a great role for Reece. Okay, the choice is make the 3 point, make the 10 point.
Seb can make the 10 and block 6s everywhere.
Yeah. Or he could just continue running and run to the 15. I've got it. Okay, he's chosen the 3 point. He is a little bit stripped on his outer points.
Yes.
So I think that's just 13 to 8. I don't see anything spectacular he can do. I'd like to make the 4 point, but it leaves a double shot. So Reece will be clinging on to the fact that he's got that 21 point anchor, which is such a valuable thing. It just cuts out all the gammons. It stops Seb throwing an aggressive cube over.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. That 4-2 was a great roll on the bar that he did a few rolls ago.
Is he? Oh, he's tempted.
Yeah, but there's a blot inside Seb's board, so
Yeah.
if he does hit him back, he does
get a shot back. Okay, that takes care of the blot in Seb's board. Reece now needs to anchor up if he can. That's going to probably play to the midpoint, and then he'll come out with a 6. Yeah, just leave a 3. I haven't done the race yet, but it's got to be fairly close. I'm just going to see. Oh, okay, there's a 3. So considering which 6 to play, but that frees that back checker then. He's possibly looking at the race. Okay.
You might be thinking about ending it with the cube.
Yeah, if there's a dance here. That was a 4-6.
That was a 4-6.
That was perfect. Oh, he's repeated it. What a great roll. Okay. Now Seb needs to get in. He does. He doesn't hit. Okay, I think Reece is probably, so that's what have we got? We got 65. It's been 130 for white. One, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 1, 3, 3 for black. So if I've done it right, there's only 3 pips in it. I think Reece is not considering the cube here. He just wants to know where he stands in the race. So he wants to know whether he wants to run with that back checker or not. That's sort of unfortunate. The 6 is great, but then where's the 2? Wow. So there's 2s and 4s off the bottom. Yeah, that's 10 shots. 1, 2, 1, 4, 3, 4, and then there's also double 2. But Seb didn't roll any of those, so he had 11 shots and he missed them. And again, it shows the difference with the scores here, because if the position's the other way around, Seb will be shifting the cube over and pulling the pressure off. And now Reece isn't sure because he's 3 away. By doubling, he does kill his gammons a bit, but he's still gone ahead and doubled. These are so difficult at these scores.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now he's given a difficult decision for Seb now, because Seb needs to know whether he's got enough. He's got a 4-point board. The race is reasonably close. He has gone behind now.
He's got that goalkeeper, and it's going to be a while before Reece is in a.
The problem is
to attack the goalkeeper.
The downside is he's on the bar.
Yeah, that's right.
And I wouldn't argue with Seb's decision here, because I'm sure he knows exactly. But this is really difficult. And he's passed, okay?
Wow.
Okay, so 2 away, 5 away. Seb brings down 2 with the 4-3, which is great move at this score. Nice double 6 off Reece. And Reece won't be sending the cube over now until he's almost got a lock. Not the best roll. I think he's just going to go to the 6-point. So Reece would be quite happy if he can find a double to clear that midpoint, or clear that bar point. And
Commentator didn't realise it was so bad.
Oh, no, you're fine. I've got a match as well shortly, so.
Two then. Two people, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this could be over soon, but yeah, if you can find a couple of volunteers, I don't know when my next match is yet.
Yeah.
So,
This looks strong for Seb.
well, Seb's got an extremely strong home board. The only thing is, Reece has got all his checkers round.
I just realised no
Yeah.
checkers in the strong board, no enemies trapped.
So now it's like, the home's ready for you. So when are you going to come and visit me?
Right.
And Reece is going to do his best to try and bring those checkers in as safely as he can. Things like, I'm trying to think, 6-1 is going to be a bad roll.
It is, isn't it?
They call this the commentator's curse. So the question is now, does he put the 6 on the 3-point, which perhaps gives a little bit more shots, but it gives you a better position if you're missed. So I think he will play. I'm thinking he'll play to the 4-point and 8 to 7. That's the least number of shots. But actually, I say that it does give 4-5 and 3-6. So actually, it gives 15 shots. Whereas playing to the 3-point just gives 4s and 1-1 and 2-1, which is actually it's really close.
So he's reduced it a bit.
Well, because he's actually only got 14 shots this way.
Yeah.
And he's got a better point. If he gets missed, he's got a better point made rather than making that deep 2-point. That makes sense as well, because that reduces the number of shots by 1. Now he's only got 3s, 2-1 and 1-1. Now, so what's going through Seb's mind is if he hits, he can get a gammon here if it all goes well. If it's a very, very comfortable take for Reece if he's doubled at this point.
Even I would take this one.
Well, I mean, he hasn't hit him yet. He's not even favourite to hit. The thing is, if he does hit, it's so powerful because he's got a very strong board and he could pick up more checkers as well. So that's what he's considering.
This kind of position tends to cascade once you hit that first checker.
Yeah.
More just flow from those stack points.
Well, if Seb loses this game, even on a single cube, he's 1 away 5. I mean, he's going to be 1 away 5 ways, around about 16%, which isn't great. And this is what he's considering. If he hits, and if he was lucky enough to win a gammon, he actually goes ahead. He goes, 1 away, 2 away Crawford. So he becomes a favourite, 68% favourite in the game, instead of being 16%. So there's a big turn. It's just how much he's working out his chances of hitting. So he knows he needs any 3. So he's thinking, can he roll one of those 14 rolls? Because the 22 rolls that missed put him in not terrible. He still hasn't lost the game. Reece has still got to keep those checkers from build up his prime. This is it's such a difficult decision at this score, and I'm not even going to try and calculate it. And it's a clock time. Actually, Seb's got plenty of time. It's Reece that's dangerous.
It does illustrate the importance of the score, though, doesn't it?
Yeah. Now, this is such an easy take for Reece, but it could be one. Has he got it? He's got it. He's got the 2.
Wow.
But it's still, it wasn't a lock just because he hit. Although it's looking very desperate for Reece now. I don't know what that is. It's a 2 and something. Is it a 4? We'll just have to see how he plays it. Oh, I think it was double 2 then. Yeah, it was double 2. Okay.
That's looking grim.
Yeah, and this is why Seb did this. It was a great. I mean, I'd love to put this on XG and see, but I'm sure Seb went through all those numbers about what happens if I miss.
Yes.
You know, I'm only losing the 16% if I lose the match, and what do I gain, and what's my chances of gammons, and then that puts me at 68%. All these calculations, and he's come up with what could be a really, really strong, really good cube that you couldn't refuse, like you say, you could not take it.
He's turned down making the golden point.
Yeah, well, it doesn't need to because he wants to pick up more checkers. That would actually be the worst thing he could have done. Now he's going to try and pick up another checker. So Reece is in real. I mean, he'd probably play 6-2 here and just play the minimum number of shots.
Yeah, this is that cascade of blood cells on about.
Yeah. I mean, it duplicates the ones for what it's worth, the 6 prime and the hit. But Seb will definitely hit with 1. Okay. It's going to have to hit from the bar, I think. That opens up. Yeah. That opens up some good rolls for Reece. If ever he needs a good roll, this is the time.
2-5, 2-6.
2-5, 2-6, double, exactly. Double 1 I'll take. 2-5.
My goodness.
Now the question is hit and cover or hit 2 blots. And I think it hit 2 blots. God, this is another difficult decision.
Yeah, I like hitting 2 blots because he's going to come in and hit you again otherwise.
Yeah, without a made board, at least that limits the number of rolls to get. Oh, wow, another good roll from Seb. Okay. So now Reece has got 2 men back. It's a slightly different situation now. I think Reece will be keen to try and get an anchor now because if he gets closed out with 2 blots, he's a big favourite to lose a gammon. Yeah. You're 40% to lose a gammon with 2 men on the bar, but the fact he's got a lot of outside checkers as well will vastly increase that number. I'm not going to try and calculate it. So 6 covers, yeah. Now he's just going to bring his men round. I think he'll come out. Still think that was such a powerful double bicep, but I'll be loading it on XG tonight when I get out just to see. Right, that's a switch, yeah. And now that checker's okay where it is. Probably wants to come to the 20 point. Just to give him some room to get out. But yeah, so Reece is down to a limited number of good rolls here. Double 4 really being the only one. Okay, can Seb close him out? He'll probably run from the 20 if he wants to put extra ammo in. Okay. I think he's going to consider it. That's running from the 20. That gives you 6s and 5. He's looking at the things like double 5.
Yes.
How much would that destroy his position if he was to do that? And he's weighing that up with having that extra man to if Reece rolls a 4. So now he's only got 5s to hit, which he's definitely going to do if he rolls one, and he hasn't.
If Reece can get another 4 now, he's got something to
He's got, yeah, absolutely. The main thing is his gammon, losing the gammons goes absolutely right down. Oh, that is a massive number. That's a double 4. So this is always good. Play the ones that you feel that you're forced to play at first.
Yeah.
So those are the 2. Now, does he run out or does he continue making the points? That's what he's going to consider. Race-wise, pretty sure he's ahead, although he has been on the bar a while.
I would do this one, my logic being that I've got lots of spares while I wait for my big double.
I think he wants to just double check that what the races is. So we got 13, 40 minutes and 36, 34, 32, 66, 87, 107, 111 to white. Okay, now he's going to play. So, and then 40, 68, 77, 99, 105, 109. I think it was 111 tied. So he's just staying back. So 6-3 will make the 2 point and slot on the 5 rather than he's not going to go and hit. So I'll slot the 3's okay as well. Yeah, slot the 5. So I think they're pretty level as far as the race goes. So this is great for Reece.
Yeah.
Because he's, he only needs 2 points to win the match.
And he's breathing a big sigh of relief now, having got off that gammon.
I mean, that 4, the 4 was massive. Double 4 was even better. So they're purely down to a race now. Yeah, if that's a 6-3, which I think it probably is the way, then Seb's going to make he's going to make that point. He's not. He leaves a few hitters. Yeah. Oh, okay.
So from 9s and 10s, he's reduced it down to 9s.
Yeah, the other thing he's considering as well is if he makes that 11 point, that 10 point, he's then got to clear it, and he's 6 away. But it does block, obviously it blocks the double 6 joker. But at some point he might be facing trying to clear it himself. How do you play this? Do you come in? Do you make the? Reece's board now is perfect if he gets a shot. So you can't afford to leave a shot now. Wow.
I would make my 11 with 3 of them, and then I'd play 3-1 in my board.
Yeah, that leaves no shots. Again, I think he's looking at possibly the right. Maybe the other thing he could do is keep the 13 point and move to the 9 point, so he doesn't have to clear 6 away. But then he's still left with 3-1 as his last move. He could play 13-5.
True.
But it does leave. It leaves a 6-5 joker. Yeah, this is this is okay. That was the other move that I said. Like you said, making the 11. So he's cleared that, having to clear that 0.6 away. Reece is thinking if he brings one in, it's just slightly better for the race as well. Okay.
Yeah, so there's that 9 shot coming up.
Yeah. Because there's no other really good 4-3 that you can play there. So
3-3, 5-4, 6-3.
Yeah, 6-3, yeah. 5 shots. Wow. So I'll make the 1 point. And hope that Seb doesn't roll to get that back man in. And he does, but he's still got the 2 on the 8 point to clear.
Yeah, cleared in the 6 there to stay even on the 2 highest.
Okay, well, Reece, he's forced to just run with 1. Okay, he's looking for things like 6-4, 6-1. Interesting.
Yeah.
So what's the race like? Obviously, Seb must feel he's got a reasonable race advantage. Was that 31, 34, 45, 42, 48? Yeah, I think he. Of course, Reece will just stay back then if he clears the 6 point. I think this is correct because he's got a big race advantage, but Reece will be quite happy to stay there. Probably play 6 to 5 here and give himself another 6 just in case. And now he's hoping again for 6-1. Is it 6-1?
Oh,
Well, he's still got a shot.
double 6.
Yeah, double 6.
Last chance cafe.
Yes. But once, he's got it. He's got it. And this it's made Reece a huge favourite now, with Seb just having 2 off. Yeah, barring any Seb's either got to rely on rolling a big double when Reece is forced to open,
That's 6 points up, yeah.
or hope for a shot. But either way, it's looking grim. Okay, so double 5, 5-6 would be okay, but
Well, there's chances here for a shot.
yeah. Wow, there's a shot. So it'd be interesting actually because he's got a block. Okay, I think that could be it now. Seb needs to really get some doubles going, and 3-2 is not going to do it. So it was a great double by Seb in that previous game that put him in a strong position. Or in this game, rather, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
And Reece was looking really fragile, needing that 4, and that double 4 really turned it. And I think, good match, well played. And
yeah.